Hello, everyone, and welcome to Travel Avenue. I bet you're all itching to get out and explore the world, right? I mean, after the hard work that accompanies us in our day-to-day lives, who isn't dreaming of trading their sweatpants for a swimsuit and a plane ticket? Well, you've come to the right place. Get ready to embark on a virtual journey with us as we take you on a whirlwind tour of the most amazing destinations on this planet. We're talking bucket list-worthy spots, breathtaking scenery, and enough cultural experiences to fill 1,000 photo albums. From bustling cities that never sleep to tranquil islands where time stands still, we're covering it all. So sit back, relax, and let us be your guide as we transport you from your couch to the most incredible corners of the globe. Get those passports ready, even if it's just the one in your drawer that's expired, because adventure awaits. And trust me, you won't even have to worry about packing your bags. Unless, of course, you're like me and prone to raiding the minibar. First stop, we're jetting off to Paris. Ooh la la, the city of lights, the city of love, the city of... well, you get the picture. Paris is iconic. It's practically made for strolling hand in hand with a loved one, or yourself, with a baguette. No judgment here. And speaking of iconic, you can't go to Paris without gazing up at the Eiffel Tower. It's like the Empire State Building, but, you know, French. And trust me, the view from the top, breathtaking. It's enough to make you want to burst into a chorus of La Vie en Rose. But Paris isn't just about grand monuments. It's about those little charming details. The smell of freshly baked bread wafting from a boulangerie, the flower vendors on every corner. It's enough to make you want to buy a beret and start speaking in broken French. Speaking of broken French, let's not forget the Louvre Museum, home to the Mona Lisa and her mysterious smile. Now, I'm not an art critic, but even I can appreciate a good masterpiece. After I've had my fill of croissants, of course. Buckle up, everyone, because our next stop is Tokyo, Japan. This city is a mesmerizing blend of the ultra-modern and the deeply traditional. From its towering skyscrapers to its ancient temples, Tokyo offers a unique experience that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Get ready for a sensory overload in the best possible way. The streets are alive with vibrant colors, bustling markets, and the sounds of daily life. Whether it's the aroma of street food wafting through the air or the sight of traditional festivals, Tokyo is a feast for the senses. Tokyo is a city of contrasts, a dazzling blend of neon lights and ancient temples, cutting-edge technology, and traditional tea ceremonies. You can find a high-tech robot cafe right next to a centuries-old shrine. It's this juxtaposition that makes Tokyo so fascinating and unique. First up, we're diving headfirst into the heart of Tokyo's youth culture at Shibuya Crossing. Imagine Times Square, but with 10 times the people and a whole lot more organized chaos. This is one of the busiest pedestrian crossings in the world, and it's a sight to behold. It's a sight to behold, trust me. Just try not to get swept away by the crowds. The energy here is palpable, and it's a great place to people watch and soak in the vibrant atmosphere of Tokyo. But Tokyo isn't just about the hustle and bustle. Amidst the skyscrapers and busy streets, you'll find pockets of tranquility that offer a welcome escape from the city's fast pace. If you're looking for a little peace and tranquility, you'll find it in the city's many serene temples and gardens. These spaces are perfect for a quiet stroll or a moment of reflection, surrounded by nature's beauty. Take a moment to escape the city noise, find your zen, and maybe even try your hand at a traditional tea ceremony. This ancient practice is not just about drinking tea. It's a meditative experience that allows you to connect with Japanese culture on a deeper level. Who knows, you might even discover your inner peace, or at least a newfound appreciation for matcha. The process of preparing and drinking matcha is an art form in itself, and it's a wonderful way to slow down and appreciate the moment. And when it comes to food, oh boy, Tokyo is a foodie's paradise. The city offers an incredible variety of culinary delights, from street food to high-end dining. Each dish tells a story and offers a taste of Japan's rich culinary heritage. From Michelin-starred restaurants to tiny ramen shops tucked away in alleyways, your taste buds are in for a real treat. Whether you're slurping up a bowl of ramen or savoring a piece of sushi, the flavors of Tokyo are sure to leave a lasting impression. Just be prepared to use those Google Translate skills, unless you can tell your sushi from your sashimi in Japanese, of course. Navigating the food scene can be an adventure in itself, but it's all part of the fun. So get ready to explore, taste, and fall in love with Tokyo. All right, buckle up, lads and lasses, because we're heading stateside to the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, New York City. Now, I'm not sure why they call it that, because I definitely needed a nap after navigating Times Square. It's like Piccadilly Circus on steroids, with enough flashing lights to rival the Las Vegas Strip. And speaking of bright lights, you can't forget a trip to Broadway. It's like the West End, but with more pigeons. Don't get me wrong, the shows are spectacular. Just watch where you step when you leave the theater. But hey, if you need a break from all the excitement, you can always pop over to Central Park. It's a lovely little green oasis amidst the concrete jungle. Just watch out for the squirrels. They're bolder than a pigeon trying to steal your pastrami on rye. And speaking of food, let's be honest, one of the best things about New York is the pizza. It's a culinary masterpiece. Everyone's got their favorite spot, their go-to slice. Honestly, I think I spent half my trip just arguing with locals about who had the best pepperoni. And let's not forget the iconic yellow taxis. They're everywhere, zipping through the streets like they're in a constant race. The drivers have nerves of steel and reflexes like cats. It's an experience just trying to hail one down. And if taxis aren't your thing, the subway is a whole other adventure. It's like a labyrinth down there, with its own unique charm. You might even catch a live performance or two while waiting for your train. It's all part of the New York experience. Of course, no trip to New York is complete without visiting the Statue of Liberty. It's a symbol of freedom and a must-see. The ferry ride over gives you a fantastic view of the skyline, and the statue itself is awe-inspiring up close. Then there's Wall Street, the financial heartbeat of the city. It's fascinating to see the hustle and bustle of the financial district. The energy there is palpable, with traders moving at lightning speed, making deals that could change the world. And if shopping is more your speed, New York has some of the best high-end stores in the world. From Fifth Avenue to Soho, it's a shopper's paradise. You can find everything from luxury brands to unique boutiques. Just be prepared to walk a lot and maybe bring an extra suitcase for all your finds. And for the culture vultures, the museums in New York are second to none. The Met, MoMA, and the Natural History Museum are just a few of the highlights. You could spend days just exploring the art and history on display. It's a feast for the eyes and the mind. As the sun sets and the city lights come on, there's a magical quality to New York. It's a city that truly comes alive at night. But remember, even the city that never sleeps needs a break sometimes. So take it all in, but don't forget to rest. After all, you'll need your energy for the next adventure in this incredible city. Until next time, New York, sleep tight if you ever do. Next up, we're jetting off to Rio de Janeiro. This vibrant city is a melting pot of cultures, colors, and rhythms that will captivate your senses from the moment you arrive. The city of samba, sunshine, and stunning beaches. Picture yourself strolling along the golden sands as the sun sets, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. Now, if you're looking for a party, look no further than Carnival. This world-famous festival is a riot of color, music, and dance that takes over the entire city. It's basically like Mardi Gras, but on steroids, with feathers, sequins, and enough music to make your head spin faster than a samba dancer. The energy is infectious, and you'll find yourself swept up in the excitement. And speaking of samba, I attempted to learn. The locals make it look so effortless, but trust me, it's harder than it seems. Let's just say I have 2 left feet, and they both tripped over my own 2 feet. My attempts were more comedic than graceful. But hey, it's all about the effort, right? The important thing is to have fun and embrace the experience, even if you end up with a few bruises. Or at least that's what I told myself as I was sprawled out on the Copacabana pavement. This iconic beach is the perfect place to relax and soak up the sun. But fear not, even if you're as rhythmically challenged as I am, you can still enjoy the beauty of Copacabana Beach. The atmosphere is laid back and welcoming. It's basically a beach bum's paradise. You can spend hours lounging on the sand, listening to the waves, and watching the world go by. Miles of golden sand, crystal clear water, and more bikinis than you can shake a maraca at. The beach is always buzzing with activity, from volleyball games to beachside vendors selling refreshing drinks. Just remember your sunscreen, because the sun down here doesn't mess around. It's easy to get lost in the moment and forget how strong those rays can be. Unless, of course, you're aiming for that lobster red tan, in which case, be my guest, but don't come crying to me when you can't wear a shirt for a week. The key is to enjoy yourself responsibly. Whether you're dancing the night away at Carnival or lounging on Copacabana Beach, Rio de Janeiro offers an unforgettable experience that will leave you with memories to last a lifetime. Right, let's hop across continents now to the land of pharaohs and pyramids, Cairo, Egypt. This city is absolutely steeped in history, folks. We're talking ancient civilizations, hieroglyphics, the whole shebang. Of course, no trip to Cairo is complete without a visit to the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and for good reason. It's massive, it's mysterious, and it makes you wonder how on earth they built it without modern technology. I mean, I struggle to assemble IKEA furniture. And speaking of mysteries, you can't forget about the Sphinx, that enigmatic creature with the body of a lion and the head of a pharaoh. He's been guarding the pyramids for centuries, and let me tell you, he looks like he's seen some things. Probably a lot of tourists trying to climb on him for a photo, I imagine. Inside the pyramids, you'll find the tombs of pharaohs, adorned with intricate carvings and hieroglyphics. It's like stepping back in time. Just try not to think about the whole mummy's curse thing. Unless you're into that sort of thing, of course. All right, mates. Let's hop on over to the land of sunshine, shrimp on the Barbie, and oh yeah, kangaroos with abs you could grate cheese on. That's right, we're in Sydney, Australia, a city that's like a cross between a beach party and an art exhibit, but with better coffee. First stop, you gotta see the Sydney Opera House. I mean, it's not just a building, it's an architectural masterpiece. It's like someone looked at a bunch of seashells and said, "Hold my Fosters. I'm gonna build something amazing." And the best part? You can actually go inside. They've got theaters, concert halls, even a fancy restaurant. Though I'm not sure they'd let me in wearing my budgie smugglers. Speaking of things you've got to see to believe, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Now you can walk across it, you can climb it, you can even bungee jump off it if you're feeling a bit bold. Me? I'm more of a look at it from a safe distance with a meat pie kind of guy. Buongiorno from the boot-shaped beauty, Italy. We're in Rome, baby. A city so steeped in history you can practically smell the gladiators and taste the Caesars. Probably best not to dwell on the taste of the Caesars, though. First up, the Colosseum, the granddaddy of all arenas. This place has seen it all: gladiatorial combat, chariot races, even the occasional lion or two. You know, just your average Tuesday afternoon in ancient Rome. And speaking of emperors, you can't miss the Pantheon. This architectural marvel is a temple dedicated to all the Roman gods, and trust me, they had a lot of them. It's also home to the largest unsupported dome in the world, which is pretty impressive, even if you're not an architecture buff. Now, I know what you're thinking, James, this history stuff is fascinating and all, but when do we get to the good stuff? Well, my friends, I'm talking about gelato. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're heading to the southern tip of Africa. That's right, it's Cape Town, South Africa. A city where the mountains meet the sea and the penguins wear tuxedos. First up, Table Mountain, one of the most iconic landmarks in Africa. You can hike to the top, but if you're feeling a bit lazy, there's a cable car that'll whisk you up in style. And let me tell you, the views from up there are absolutely breathtaking. You can see the entire city, the sparkling ocean, and even Robben Island in the distance. Speaking of Robben Island, this island prison is where Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 18 years. A visit here is a powerful reminder of South Africa's turbulent past and its journey to freedom. It's a truly humbling experience that'll stay with you long after you leave. All right, buckle up, travel bugs, because we're off to Bangkok, Thailand. This city is a feast for the senses, especially your taste buds. I'm talking street food so good, it'll make you want to slap your mama. But in a good way, of course. Picture this: steaming bowls of pad thai, fragrant curries, skewers grilling with mysterious but delicious meats, and the smells. Oh, the smells alone are enough to make you book a one-way ticket. Just be prepared to queue, because trust me, everyone wants a piece of this culinary heaven. And the best part? It's cheap as chips. You can eat like a king for the price of a cuppa back home. Just maybe pack some antacids, eh? You know, just in case those chilies turn out to be a bit more adventurous than your stomach is used to. But hey, it's all part of the experience, right? Speaking of experience, let's talk about navigating the beautiful chaos that is Bangkok. Next up, we're off to a place where you can see the northern lights and swim in geothermal pools all in one day. That's right, folks. We're heading north to the land of Vikings in Bjork, Reykjavik, Iceland. Now, I know what you're thinking. Iceland? In the middle of the North Atlantic? Isn't it a bit, well, chilly? And yeah, alright, it can get a bit nippy, especially in the winter. But trust me, the scenery more than makes up for it. Imagine this. Towering glaciers, thundering waterfalls, geysers shooting hot water into the air. It's like something out of a fantasy film. And then there's the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, if you want to be fancy. Seeing those dancing green lights across the sky, well, it's enough to make you believe in magic. But Reykjavik isn't just about natural wonders, oh no. Well, folks, there you have it. A whirlwind tour of some of the most amazing places on Earth, all without leaving your comfy chair. I must say, my feet are killing me. I swear I've walked more miles in this video than I have all year. But it's been worth every virtual step. From the Eiffel Tower to the Blue Lagoon, we've seen some truly incredible sights. So tell me, which destination has got you packing your bags? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode. Until next time, happy travels.